Hey guys, it's Chris. Why do you eat food? I know it's a weird question, and it seems like there's an obvious answer. We eat food because we need food. But here's the thing. That's not the only reason that we eat food. Sometimes we eat food because we're bored. Sometimes we eat food because we're sad. Sometimes we eat food because we don't know how to cope with life, and so we need to put food into our mouths. And I think that sometimes we have a really unhealthy relationship with food. So in this next spiritual discipline, what we get a chance to do is reevaluate our relationship with food and why we go to it so readily. The discipline of fasting is a discipline of abstinence, which means it's removing something from your life. And in this discipline of abstinence, what you're doing is removing something that is good in and of itself from your life to grow inwardly. Now, when we remove something, for example, like food is not bad. In fact, it's a need of ours. But in fasting, we temporarily remove this need from our lives so that we can learn a couple of things. The first thing is mastery over the flesh, or mastery over our bodies. When we fast, what we do is we learn to tell our bodies no sometimes. What we learn to do is say that you don't control me. The growl in my stomach does not control my mind. The growl in my stomach and the hunger that I feel sometimes does not get to call all of the shots. Now, the reason this is important is actually the spiritual practice of indirection. What it does is it grows self-control in us that then can bleed over into other aspects of our lives. Another reason that historically people have fasted is to sort of proclaim that we don't have to get all of the satisfaction and deliciousness out of the current moment right now, and it gives us a more eternal perspective. It sort of allows us to say, I'm going to fast from food because I'm aware that there's a banquet that is coming in the future that is going to be even better. It helps us to refocus our eyes on eternity instead of always being so fixated on what's in front of us. Now, here's the trick with fasting. As I defined it, it's not always food. It's something that might be good in its own right. Your phone, social media, video games. Some of these things might be good in their own right, and they might not necessarily be damaging. But sometimes we might need to fast other things like that technology, like the social media, in order to remember that we are in charge of making our decisions, not those things. That it's us that gets to choose and build that self-control by temporarily laying these things down and practicing this discipline of fasting. To get more content, be sure to subscribe or like this video. Also, if you have questions, leave that in the comments section. And for more resources, visit our website.